Hello, and welcome to AACORN's 2020 Country Gala. I'm Cindy Seamark, and I am honored to serve on the board of AACORN. Though the COVID-19 pandemic has changed many of our plans for this year, we are pleased to be connecting with you, our supporters, our donors, our participants, families, and maybe some new friends who are finding us online for our annual fundraising event. For those who are not familiar with AACORN, it is a farm-based skill-building program for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Everyone wants to feel like they are connected with others, that they are part of a community. That's what AACORN offers to individuals who may not have opportunities to learn new skills, connect with others, and contribute to the world as they are able. We are so disappointed that we can't welcome you to our farm for a ribbon cutting and toast to the completion of our beautiful new activities building. But thanks to our ability to connect digitally, we'll be showing you everything that's been going on at our Kalamazoo, Michigan location, from the reopening of our program to the launch of our new petting zoo, and much more. You'll get to see all of the great things AACORN offers and learn about our plans for the future and how you can help us continue to grow and build our community. Thank you for choosing to join us wherever you are. At this time, I'd like to introduce our gala host, Keith Thompson, the Chief Meteorologist for WWMT TV. Keith has graciously given his time and talent to host our annual AACORN galas through the years, and we appreciate his willingness to help us share our story with you. Thank you.
Thanks to everyone who is joining us here tonight for the 2020 AACORN Country Gala. Now, whether you're watching us live or whether you're watching our recorded event, we want to thank you, of course, for being here with us. As Zach said, I've hosted this event several years in person, and though my duties are just a little bit different this year, the one thing that remains the same, of course, is that I get the chance to share with you something that I've learned, and that is that AACORN is an amazing organization, and it fills an important need for individuals who just want a chance to do what we all do, and that is to make friends, to contribute to the community, and of course to learn about the world. So I could tell you more about what AACORN means to the people who are part of this great nonprofit, but I think it's much better if you hear it from them. But before we virtually head to the farm, let's remember that we're here today to support AACORN, to give our support to this wonderful organization. As difficult as 2020 has been for everyone, it's been especially challenging for those who might not understand what a pandemic is or why it keeps them from going to a place that's outside their home, where they feel accepted, a place where they feel that they're welcomed. And AACORN, of course, offers that place, but to provide those skill-building programs, to keep those doors open to those who need it most, right now more than ever, AACORN needs you. So to make your gift, simply click the link below the screen, and please consider making your gift today. You'll see a chat box that's actually next to the screen. Please type in any question that you may have during the broadcast here, and AACORN's staff and board members will answer them. That's coming up at the end of our program. And for those in Southwest Michigan, of course, you have a special opportunity to support AACORN and to reap the delicious benefits of your generosity. Because for the duration of our live event here tonight, we'll be conducting a virtual auction that's going to be using the chat function of this platform. Now, the highest bidder at the end of the auction will win a dozen eggs per week for the next 3 months. That's 1 dozen farm fresh eggs right off the farm, of course, and that's delivered to your door every week through January the 15th. That's a pretty good deal. When you see the phrase "Start Auction" in the chat box, you may begin bidding with the amount that you want to bid and, of course, your name. Now, bidding will start at $40, and you'll see a reminder before the auction closes. We'll let you know in plenty of time. Now, delivery is limited to a 20-mile radius within the AACORN farm. That's located on South 34th Street in Kalamazoo. Now, once the bidding closes, we're going to announce the winner, and then how you, if you're the winner, can contact AACORN to make payment and, of course, set up that all-important delivery. Thanks, of course, to all of our 2020 Gala sponsors. You'll see their names listed here throughout the gala. And we really appreciate their support, and we would like for you to let them know that you appreciate their support. So please let them know that you thank them for supporting AACORN. If you have any questions about AACORN or its programming activities, remember, you can feel free to type those in the chat box, and we'll get back to you before we log off on our virtual fundraiser here tonight. And now, let's head out to the farm to see what it's like to spend a day at AACORN.
Okay.
You just grab one of those and show her. Show Ashley.
Here.
We put up that bowl. Yeah, that one's dirty.
Want an apple?
Did it and got caught through his cheek last year. Yeah, so we stopped using those.
Big.
Do you remember what we said we're going to do with these peppers?
This pepper.
Yeah, what are we turning them into? Start with a P. Pickles?
Pickles.
I'm making pickles. Pickled peppers. Yeah. Now I gotta figure out how to season these because I don't know how Tammy did it, but when hers turned out so yummy. I don't know.
Find that area.
I need a little, like, a
I don't see
tiny,
the white man here.
I need a little tool that can just scoop this piece
I'm
out.
gonna have to ask, Liz
You're asking what?
more along.
You did it. Good job.
We're just getting it turned over, and then we're going to use a shovel. We're going to have to dig.
I won't be the one to call dirty cars. I'm never going to have one. Texas doesn't bother me. Texas
We might do it right after lunch.
So
But
we
we
get
have-
more time.
Yeah, so you can have more time.
When it's over.
Beach party.
We'll be at what party? Your birthday party? I don't know. Who are you gonna invite? Your mom? Are you gonna have cake?
Beach party?
Yeah. Are you gonna eat cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of cake?
Ice cream.
Ice cream cake?
Yeah.
Cake and ice cream. Do you like chocolate cake or vanilla cake? Yeah. What kind of frosting?
Frosting cake.
Do you like chocolate frosting?
I do.
Do you like vanilla frosting?
Cherry frosting.
Do you like strawberry frosting?
Yes. Only cherry.
You like every kind of frosting there is.
Right.
Yeah, Naomi's gonna show you this project. This is cool. They look good, you guys. Leanna's on duty. You can take it home if you paint them and you like them. You can take them home. Yeah. What color do you want?
This one.
What color? Which color? We have yellow, purple, blue.
Oh, whoopsie. I don't want to paint my hand.
You want another color?
No.
No, you just want yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you all going to make? What are you all going to make? I don't know.
I don't know. How about you try it out?
Nah.
So this is suet. And we cut it up into small pieces. And then we cook it in a crock pot for about 6 to 8 hours. And then we render it. We strain out all the chunks that float to the top. And then the stuff that the liquid is the Gala that we use as one of our ingredients in our filters. Let's try getting started. You want to go 1 pound and 4 ounces. You got 1 pound. So, you're going to finish it for you?
Yeah.
3.3. 1 pound 3.2.
All right, what are we doing now?
We have black.
I think you're strong enough if you just very clear-cut ways that a donation can help us so much. We have a loyal AACORN supporter, Mary Feebig, gave us a incredibly generous donation, cash donation, which allowed us to purchase this van, which seats to 11, I believe. And I mean, that's a huge deal. We never had a vehicle big enough to fit essentially everybody who's participating in the program during one session. So eventually, once COVID is over, we are allowed to, and it's safe to jam everybody in, we'll be able to take everybody in one car, like for our outings, essentially we go to the zoo once a year, we go to the fair once a year, we'll be able to eventually do, here and there a farmer's market or whatever kind of outings we want to go on. Well, the point is that we'll all be able to go together, which is a big deal and wonderful. So, yeah, we really wanted to thank her, and we also wanted to show you kind of the way that we use donations and the way that they are quite a big deal for our organization. So thank you, Mary, and everybody else who's donated.
nose is still easy.
Try again. Try for that over there, the purple or the red one. Okay.
Which one is that one?
Leia.
Leia. Aw.
The black one. And the brown.
Yeah, how about you take Emily to the petting zoo? And then Luke can go too. He did his one bag. Jeremiah, come here.
Ooh, golden brown.
Forgot about the rules. Well, probably a little closer if you want to cook it.
Right there. It's hard to get.
I know, it's hot. You might try, if you come over around here and try to get into the fire that's over here, it might not be as hot.
Thank you for sponsoring AACORN. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why is AACORN essential to us? It's essential to us because it provides structure for our son Alex. He appreciates the routine of the chores. His favorite activity is collecting eggs. In his downtime at the farm, you will either find him standing with the goats or running with the chickens. It's a calming place in the country for him. This structure also provides needed practice socializing with his peers. He comes in the summer and he comes with the young adult program during the school year, so he gets to know a variety of people. There's nothing quite like this program in our area. You can bet if AACORN is not on our calendar, he is going to be asking about it. AACORN is a wonderful asset to our son's life and to our lives. We appreciate AACORN very much.
So much, Mary, for sharing just what being a part of AACORN means to your son. Thanks also to everyone who took part in giving us a look at what it's like to spend a day on the farm with AACORN and to see just what participants are getting from going there and from being there. It's a great reminder of what you are supporting whenever you lend your support to AACORN. Now, to remember, to make your gift, all you have to do is click on the link below the screen, and we ask that you please do what you can to contribute today. For those of you who are in the Kalamazoo area, by the way, that egg auction is still underway, so check the chat box and add your bid to the list, or remember, you can also type a question in on that chat box to be answered later. Now, let's find out what's in the soap and salad shed and explore the new AACORN petting zoo.
For chili,
Chili. What are some other dry mixes we made?
cookie,
Cookie.
Ooh, yeah.
oatmeal raisin. With Beth, right? At Tiller's we did it.
We did that at Tilly's, yeah.
With Beth and Nick, right?
We did, yeah. You miss Nick?
I miss Nick Reed.
Yeah, we wish he would come back. He'll come back
Wish-
soon.
He'll come back soon, Nick Reed.
So what other kind of stuff do we sell?
Soap.
Soap, yeah.
Ooh, can I see the soap?
Yeah, why
Can
don't you
show
pull
it to
out
me?
some of the soap for her? Oh, those are cute.
Oh, wow. What is
Show
that?
it to the camera.
Is it an acorn?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
And then
really
show,
cool.
show them the big bars. Do you know what scent that is?
Yes.
Can you tell? Can you turn it the other way and I can read it? That one is lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
Yeah. What are some other scents that we have? Do you know? Do you remember some of the scents that we make?
Yes.
Which one's that?
Tea tree eucalyptus.
Oh, I think that one's tangerine.
Tangerine.
Tangerine, we do sell tea tree eucalyptus though. That's another one. Well, do you remember some others that we sell?
Yes.
Which ones? I think that might be the tea tree eucalyptus. What's that one? Yep, that's the tea tree eucalyptus. So then, do you remember we have a patchouli?
Patchouli.
We do lavender. We're kind of low right now. We got to go restock. Lots of people like to buy the soap.
Soap.
Yeah.
Put it, put it.
Yep, and then we have the veggies.
What kind of veggies do we have?
Peppers. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Peppers. Jalapenos. Jalapenos.
I think those are banana peppers.
Banana peppers, right?
And then those are hot peppers.
Hot peppers.
Yep. Now what about the snacks? Who buys the snacks?
They do.
The people sometimes come with kids to the petting
Kids.
zoo.
The petting zoo,
And they want to
right?
get their kids some snacks.
Some snacks.
And then what's the most important thing that we sell the most of? I don't even know if we have any. No, we're all out. All out of bags.
All the bags.
All right, so the last part of our little store is that right now it's currently self-serve. So we have our money box where you just leave your money, take a bag, free stickers, take a sticker, put it on your car or wherever. And a pamphlet too, so that people that are just driving by who don't know much about us can learn more. Go ahead, Sean. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the petting zoo. In order to offer families in the community a way to A, get to know who we are and get to know us, and B, have something to do during the pandemic, we wanted to offer something that was outdoors for people to come. So we got some baby Nigerian dwarf goats. These are them. And then we also got a few more rabbits, so we've created this little petting zoo space where we have the goats and the rabbits all together, and people come in and they make an appointment with me, and they come and sit in here for an hour, and hey, if they with me. Is he nibbling you? That's why his name's Nibbler. That's cute. Nibbler's nibbling you. Oh, and Leia. Yeah, so families come and they spend an hour, and sometimes they can bottle feed the babies. We're about done with that because they're a little bit big for that now. But it's been a pretty successful thing. We've had a lot of people say they enjoy having something to do with their kids this summer. Also, of course, the participants love this part of it. Nibble. What do you think, Emily? What's your favorite part of the petting zoo? Bunnies. The bunnies. You also, who else do you really love on the farm?
Cat. Cat. It's always the cat, isn't it?
Name Momo.
Yeah.
Momo and what's the other one name?
Dewey?
Yeah.
Momo and Dewey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your favorite too, Luke? Who's your favorite animal?
You know.
Lucy? Lucy's your favorite? She's sweet.
Thank you.
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 Is ACORN essential? Last year, my son Michael developed health issues that puts him at risk for contacting COVID-19. This year, his place of employment closed down and his caretakers reduced contact hours. ACORN even closed. Basically, he was stuck visiting with us, his parents. The most excitement he had was getting his toenails removed so they wouldn't cause ingrown nails. He loves working in the dirt. Fortunately, it warmed up and he was able to start planting. Then ACORN opened up. Finally, some human contact other than us. Michael really enjoys the friendships he's developed, and the staff are tremendous at bringing out the best in people. Today, as Michael helps with fundraising for ACORN, be it through speaking, donation jars, or the pop can drive, he gains much needed self-esteem. Most days, Michael loves being at ACORN, even when participating in walks and exercise, because deep down, he knows he needs to stay healthy. He also understands he needs the encouragement to do that, and the staff do their best to provide him with that. He's lost a lot of weight and gained endurance, and he has ACORN to thank for that. Is ACORN essential? You bet it is. For Michael and us, we probably wouldn't have survived the pandemic this far if we hadn't had ACORN to look forward to. Michael looks forward to the day when he can reside on a farm and enjoy the animals and the farming. The farm is a safe and nurturing place for him. Thanks for ACORN and all the people who support it.
Thank you so much, David, for sharing what ACORN means to your family. You know, I've met David and Michael, and I can tell you that being a part of the ACORN community has transformed their family, and that thanks to the participation of families like the Jocks, ACORN has also been transformed. It's a great story to tell. Remember, you can help participate in keeping ACORN growing. It's truly a community place, and it takes a community to help keep those doors open. So please consider making your gift today. Remember, there's still time, if you're in the Kalamazoo area, to bid in that egg auction. You'll find that in the chat window. Also, please type in any of your questions. If you have any questions, type them in that chat box there. In a moment, we're going to hear from one more parent who can attest to the absolute importance of ACORN to her child. And after that, we're going to get a virtual tour of the crown jewel of ACORN. It's the brand new activities building. Pat, please tell us about Sean and what it's like being a part of this community, what it means to him.
Hello, everybody. My terrific son, Sean Strong, is 34 and literally blazes his way through ACORN most days. Now, why do I use that word blaze? Because when I drive in the driveway, he literally leaps out of the car, runs to the trunk, grabs his lunch, runs into the produce barn, gets on his muck boots, and runs to his first and favorite chore, collecting the chicken eggs. Sean can really shine at ACORN. It's the perfect environment for him. He can be himself, he can feel needed and accepted, and most of the time he loves to be independent and help almost in any setting he is in. He likes to be busy, especially with friends by his side. And at ACORN, you know, all the other participants, the staff, the volunteers, they're all Sean's friends. He can't verbally communicate, read, and write like most of us can do, but he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he clearly communicates his love for ACORN. And this is the greatest gift for his family and friends.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'd also like to give a special thanks to my family.
Hello, and welcome to AACORN's new activity building. This is the entryway. To the left, we enter the community room, where you see the AACORN store with products for sale made by the participants. They are already enjoying the pool table, donated by a generous friend of AACORN. At the far end, we have a couple of instruments ready to play. And here are tables where we eat lunch and work on arts and crafts. During downtime, note the comfortable seating, another generous donation. We haven't had time to create new art and hang it, but that's coming. We're happy to have a pantry where we can stock food supplies for our baking and cooking activities. Passing the coffee station and water cooler, we enter the commercial kitchen. Funds for the commercial upgrade were donated by the Glenn E. and Gail G. Smith Fund. Thanks to this wonderful donation, we will now be able to sell canned produce like the tomato products we're canning now. We will also be selling goat cheese, made here, and can rent the space to anyone needing the use of a commercial kitchen. Salsa, anyone? As we head down the hall, first on the right is the office, still in the process of organization. The closet provides a lot more needed storage. Back in the hallway, we are thrilled to have 2 bathrooms, after having to use a porta-john for months, including all winter. Our laundry room is very handy. The washer and dryer were donated as well, and we are so grateful. Over the shelves, see the boxes of paper goods donated by a facility that is closing. And now we enter the arts and crafts room, where on the left is the storage room for many of our art supplies. It's such a bonus to have adequate storage space. Out in the large room, note the special occupant, our senior citizen bunny Bilbo, enjoying his retirement. More comfortable seating and a library area with books and magazines. In the other corner, another office space is taking shape for administrative use near a long table set up with sewing machines. You see boxes of fabric under the table and more donated art supplies, so more organization and storage will be done here. A large weaving loom will be installed nearby. Have you been enjoying the birds? Meet parakeets Molly and Frida, who seem to like it here. The last area we call the mudroom. You will eventually have lockers and cubbies for the participants to store their personal items. We are back to the entry room. We hope you were impressed with the functionality and spaciousness of this beautiful new building, and sincerely hope you can visit in person soon.
What a fabulous new resource. As great as it looks on the screen, of course, it's going to be even better to see it in person. And of course, we're hoping for that sometime next year. Everyone, of course, at AACORN looks forward to welcoming the entire community back to the farm to tour the building and to take part in those public events that we hope to host again in the year 2021. Now, one final reminder here that egg auction will be closing in about 9 minutes following the conclusion of our next video. So if you want to get in on that, you got to move. Kalamazoo area people, remember you have 9 minutes to bid on that weekly delivery of 1 dozen farm fresh eggs. I mean, coming right from the farm, right to your house, and that's for 3 months. We'll also take any of your final questions. Remember, you can put those in the chat box. Now, we have one more video that we want to show you that demonstrates AACORN's value to its participants and their families as well. Now, after this video, we ask that you please stay tuned to learn more and hear more from AACORN's staff and board members.
We're a little bit off, but not too bad.
Hi, my name's Kim. I'm Josh's mom. Josh started going to AACORN during GAP and has been going for about 5 years now. It's been absolutely the best thing for him. I've seen him grow and mature by leaps and bounds. He's learning teamwork and tolerance and even a little bit of patience, which is a tough thing for him. He's so much more social and polite, even when he doesn't want to be. He loves helping with the animals, especially the goats. He's got a sense of pride and excitement to be part of all the new projects at the farm. He comes home every time and is exhausted and anxious to tell me about his day. I can tell you with absolute certainty he wouldn't be nearly as confident or caring without AACORN and their wonderful staff.
Do you know what happens to students with intellectual and developmental disabilities when they age out of school at age 26? We picture high school graduates moving on to jobs, college, or trade schools. The truth is, students with special needs often do not have those options. If they have anxiety, need a slower pace, and don't do well with large groups and social interactions, they often don't fit into existing programs or the workforce. The result is that they become isolated at home with little to do.
When I wasn't coming to AACORN, I was basically in my room, either drawing, reading a book, watching TV, watching stuff on my tablet. I didn't go outside very often.
Some people that before they started coming out here, like they just be a couch potato and just sit at home and rely on their parents all the time, and they just sit around, play games and have an unhealthy lifestyle. And here, they gotta be in the community, they gotta meet and make new friends, and they gotta do all kinds of activities.
There are really no activities or anything with purpose for adults with disabilities to do.
For students, special education is a federal entitlement, guaranteeing a free, appropriate public education to each child with a disability. There is no such guarantee for students beyond school age, so their choices are limited. After graduation, these students often become invisible to the general community, and their needs tend to be overlooked. But their needs still exist and will exist throughout their lives.
This is Cindy, mother of Jeremiah. I never thought I would be responsible for a child my entire life. Parents assume that when their children become adults, they move on to jobs and independent lives. But that doesn't always happen, and it didn't happen with Jeremiah. While he was in school, Jeremiah was busy and enjoyed the structure of each day. Once he graduated, there were no day programs that really fit his needs. He attended one and then another for several years, but it became hard for him to tolerate the noise and large numbers of people. And there were no other choices, so he stayed at home. This happens more than most people realize. I helped start AACORN to give back to Jeremiah a life of purpose. He loves riding the bus, being with friends, tying blankets, collecting eggs, and helping out at the farm. I feel that AACORN's program is essential for him and for the other special adults who attend.
Do you believe that having meaningful work, purpose, activity choices, and positive relationships is essential to everyone? AACORN believes it too, and in 2013 we started who don't have these essentials after they graduate from school. AACORN's skill building program operates on a farm where participants perform meaningful routine tasks and also have activity choices. They learn skills and find purpose from animal care, gardening, and food preparation to arts and crafts, wood projects, sewing, and skills of daily living.
I like to make the goat milk soap from the goat milk, doing milking chores in the morning, and just being involved in the activities every morning.
And can you tell me about some new things that you learned at AACORN?
Well, the new things I have learned recently at AACORN is that the power of teamwork We do activities out in the community, or we'll do like speaking at like Western. Oh yeah, shopping. Pretty much anything like that that'll help the farm out. For me personally, Acorn has always showed me, is always willing to teach me new skills as much as they can, and they're always willing to be helpful.
How do you feel about the work at ACORN? How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel really happy and fulfilled, and there's a lot more challenges at Acorn.
Community is built when participants give back by donating blankets they've tied or giving surplus produce to food banks. Participants also form their own community of friends at ACORN and hang out with other adults who get them. Isn't that what we all seek? To be accepted, whether by a group of friends or the larger community?
You just grab one of those and show her.
Well, I have made a few friends here. I'm really glad they came into my life because everyone needs a friend.
Walk with y'all. I work for the festival, so we cook a lot. Cook a lot of food. I'll be a chef. What animals I like to do? Doing animals.
You like the animals? How come you like the animals?
Because the animals love me. Because I like to work with y'all. I met new friends, so.
It helps build our community, not just by what we do, but how we treat others whilst doing the work.
In the summer of 2018, ACORN purchased a farm with 40 acres of land. It includes a large barn, a house, and other outbuildings like the soap and salad shed, a roadside stand where people pull up to buy eggs, goat milk soap, dry mixes, and seasonal produce. Our new activities building serves as the hub of all program activities. It enables ACORN to host functions that engage the community and showcase what we do.
So if you were talking to someone who had not been here before and you're trying to get them to come, what would you say to them?
Most importantly, explain to them how ACORN has changed my life, how it has made my dream come true, because I have always wanted to be able to help with a fundraising activity that benefits people like me.
So when you're at home, what would you be doing if you're at home?
Computer, napping, eating, my phone.
Okay.
Being a lazy bones.
So if you were talking to someone and trying to get them to start coming out to the farm, what would you tell them?
Hey, you've got to check out ACORN Farm. It's cool.
All right.
We are all living in the midst of health and economic uncertainty. ACORN, as a nonprofit organization, has been impacted by these factors, but we have never wavered in our commitment to continue providing these essential services to the special adults we serve. Their outcomes, and those of their families, are so much brighter being a part of the ACORN community. Its value to communities in this area is being recognized in the giving community as well. A substantial designated endowment fund was recently established at the Kalamazoo Community Foundation from the Glenn E. and Gail G. Smith Fund, where additional gifts can be contributed. We invite you to be an essential member of our financial support team, helping to transform lives. You are needed, now as never before. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Liz Farner, ACORN Program Director. Soon you'll meet Chapin Cole, Farm and Program Manager, but we are keeping distance for safety. The egg auction is officially closed and the winning bidder is Wendy Van Peenan. Congratulations, Wendy! Woo! Please send an email to acornstaff@gmail.com by noon on Monday, October 19th to arrange your delivery. We'll now be answering questions that came in on the chat box tonight. If I know someone who might like to participate at ACORN, what do I do? I encourage everyone to go to our website and get a feel for what we do. On the website, there is a form to fill out if you want to become a participant or know someone who does. After submitting that form, you will be invited for a tour to see if it is a good fit and get any questions you have answered. Right now, because of coronavirus, we have limited spots open, but you can be put on a short waiting list and hopefully all that will change soon. What is your next big goal for the program? We have so many goals, it's really hard to answer that question. Mainly to continue the natural evolution of the farm and our program. We have the new commercial kitchen, which will allow us to sell the goods we create there. We have a donation of a floor loom and some small table looms, which will allow us to do some real weaving. That leads us to maybe getting some fiber animals such as alpaca or sheep. All that makes us capable of producing more products to sell and possibly the creation of an Etsy store. The longer-term goal has always been to provide residential opportunities for the people we serve. Now that we have our own property, the planning for the residential portion will start soon. And I have to put in mini donkeys. I want mini donkeys as a goal.
Me too. Me too.
Here is Chapin. She's going to answer a few more of our questions.
Hello, everyone. I'm the animal caretaker, so I take care of the animals when, like weekends and evenings when nobody is at the farm doing it for me. So one of the questions that I have is, can I visit the farm by myself or with my family? And I'm going to lump the other question that we got about the petting zoo in with this one because it's basically the same question. So the answer is, of course, yes. Both. You can visit with both yourself or your family, and the way to do that would be to contact me. So we have, when we developed our petting zoo this summer, we made a post about it on Facebook. So if you can check that post out, it's got my contact information. So you just contact me. I prefer texting, but you could call or you could email the farm, and that would get to me eventually. But yes, contact me and we will talk about a date. And the petting zoo will be open. The petting zoo is very slow right now. Obviously, it's slowing down. We don't, and because of the COVID, we've been doing only very, like I've been doing only groups, small groups, like family groups, people that are living together or already seeing each other. So I'm not like assigning separate groups to come together. So basically just contact me and we can set a date, a time, and you're welcome to come. I mean, even when the petting zoo is not open, like you're welcome to come visit the farm. We love to involve the community and show you guys what we're all about. All right, so the next question is, what kind of donations do you need? So I thought of a couple things today that I'm going to add also, but we have a list going and it's on our website. So you can always check out our website to donate for things. We have big and small wishes. One of the big wishes that we have is a tractor. So that's a big deal. We'd love the money for that. The other wish that we have is a chainsaw. We have people that come and help out, obviously, with a chainsaw, but it would be great to have our own.
And mini donkeys.
And mini donkeys, says Liz, and me. And so the other things that I did want to mention, as far as donations, it's not technically a donation, but we always accept egg cartons. And we can never have too much newspaper. We can't, what was the other thing?
We're also still taking cans and bottles.
Cans and bottles, that's the other thing. We are taking cans and bottles and we return them, and we have actually done really well with that. Thank you everybody who has donated those, and thank you to the people that have done the work to turn those in for us, because we've made quite a bit of money, actually quite a bit more than we thought. So that's been a really successful thing, and we'll keep that going. As long as you don't want to return your gross dirty cans, we will. Okay, and back to Liz.
Yeah.
Is it back to Liz?
Yep.
Okay.
Back to me. The last question that we have is it possible to volunteer at ACORN right now? And the short answer to that is yes. There is a form to fill out on our website, and you can just tell us on that form what you would like to volunteer to do. At this time during the coronavirus time, we are limiting that volunteer stuff to non-participant volunteering. And I think that is it for questions.
Oh, no, and then, yeah, no, back to me,
What?
sorry.
Okay.
Right?
No.
Oh.
I hope
Sorry.
that this is live TV. I can't wait for the bloopers.
We're so good live.
I hope that everyone who is watching now understands that ACORN is essential for the special adults it serves and their families. We often hear about in-school resources for children with developmental disabilities, but we don't hear much about the kinds of programs and activities that are available for adults. That's because there aren't many. There are very few options for the adults who have aged out of school, especially those who have sensory issues, those who do not like crowds, or who do not do well with noise or constant change. ACORN is the one place where its participants know they will be understood and appreciated for who they are. It's a place they can make friends, sometimes for the first time in their lives, and where they can learn skills at a pace and a level appropriate for them as individuals. It's a place they can be comfortable. They can be themselves. They can feel a sense of accomplishment and joy. Simply put, it's a place that they can feel at home in a world that doesn't often offer them the small pleasures that many of us take for granted.
Hi again. Oh, hi again. All right, so ACORN is definitely a place that's worth supporting. Take it from somebody who works there. I live there and I work there. I'm there all the time. So, and I would 100% support this organization. Your donation will go towards transforming the lives of these special individuals that we work with. So on behalf of the ACORN board, staff members, volunteers, participants, and their families, thank you for taking part in our virtual country gala. We hope to see you in person next fall, but until then, please visit ACORN anytime at acornfarm.org or on Facebook at ACORN Community. And please take note in the credits of our wonderful sponsors and the folks who made this whole virtual event possible. Thank you and good evening.